So why do I think it's time for independent contractors like myself in the telecom industry to form a committee or collective bargaining team where we could start to fight back and change and improve the policies that we work under as sales agents? Tune in to learn more about my thoughts on this topic. Hi, my name is Stephen Joseph, and I'm the president and founder of EvoStream Communications. I've been in the telecom industry for about 20 years, and most of that time I've spent either working with or as an independent contractor. Independent contractors or sales agents are very common across the entire technology sector. And the common interface that we have to work with our service providers is usually through, say, a master agent or a TSD as they call them. These master agents, they maintain the commercial agreements, and they also usually facilitate the commissions with the large telecom carriers. And that's great, and they usually provide an excellent service in that. But one of the challenges that I've always noticed is that ultimately the small business owner, the independent contractor like myself, is isolated and left alone when it comes to dealing with, bigger challenges that we have with the service providers we represent. For example, if we have a commission discrepancy, or if there's a policy or a decision that's made to maybe cut us out of one of our accounts that we've been working on, it is very, very difficult to make any change to policy or these decisions because we don't have the horsepower required to move the needle. So one of the things that's inspired me to consider this, and the reason I'm reaching out to the LinkedIn community to give me some feedback on this, is my grandfather was a bricklayer in New York City, and eventually he started his own small business like I did. And after that, he spent a good portion of the later part of his career as the president of the Masons Association, representing independent contractors and fighting the unions in New York City. So if you can imagine New York City in the 1970s, 80s, the unions were somewhat corrupt. It was widely known that there was mob influence, and my grandfather had the very difficult position of representing those non-unionized bricklayers. And what he did for them was essentially mediate, negotiate, much like anyone else would, in sort of a collective bargaining arrangement. So that's something that has inspired me to think, is this an opportunity for independent contractors like myself in the telecom or technology space to do something similar? And maybe there is already something established like this, and I'm just not aware of it. So I'd love your feedback if you can educate me on that. But as I've experienced this industry, I still have not seen something that comes close to a true assembly where we would have the power and the strength and influence to really change policy and improve ultimately the experience that the provider gives and the agents are able to give their customers. So as agents, we have a lot of direct experience with customers. We also understand the products, the challenges, the gaps, but sometimes our feedback and our voices are muted. We're not heard. As an independent small business owner, sometimes I might feel like I'm just complaining, right? And of course, if you come into a really challenging situation where maybe you're thinking about a lawsuit, you have no chance. These companies can draw these lawsuits out for years, and it would cost you much more than you would stand to ever gain in some commission that maybe you were owed or felt like you were lost. So I think it's a topic that I just want to put out to see what kind of feedback I get, if this is something others also feel might be beneficial. Again, I'm part of what's called the Technology Advisor Alliance that I joined recently. I'm going to post this to that page as well because I think that's a great community to get feedback from. And I also want feedback from the LinkedIn community. I also post on TikTok. So please feel free to direct message me. I always leave my full contact information in my LinkedIn profile. I also love feedback via, comments section and direct message as well. So please, let me know what you think. I really appreciate the feedback, and have a great day.